And I'm back again. I've got another wee video. This is not actually not so much as a demonstration as a proof of concept. A pedal which I will be making. It's passive again. This one, it works for both guitar and bass, and it is a multifunction pedal. Firstly, it can be used as a soft clip, almost like a passive limiter, but it's almost transparent, but just a slight breakup if necessary. Now, the interesting thing about this is the breakup is only on it's a selectable frequency breakup. So from the high frequencies down to the low ones is where you can set it. Or it also can be used as a, not quite like a tone control, but it sets your frequency with a resonant peak. It's not a new concept, and it's been used in instruments over the years, but to combine it with the soft clipping is a new idea. Now, the pedal here, I've called it a Tailor. This is the proof of concept one. It's only a tiny wee thing. Anything I make after this point will have 2 foot switches to be able to switch the distortion in or out, if you call it distortion. And then it's got this little selector rotary thing, which sets your frequency. It works beautifully on passive instruments. I've yet to make it work better on active. It's not quite as good on active yet. So without further ado, this is the clean sound of a fairly a passive instrument. That neck pickup sound of a Rickenbacker. Now, if I turn it on its first setting, it doesn't really do a lot. Just a slight shift in the high end. But if I you get a resonant peak as the frequency comes down. Almost like it's a high mid boost, but I'll make it a mid boost now. Lower mid. It's getting quite mellow now. And this is the lowest setting here. Those smooth sounds. So that's it in its used as a resonant peak generating filter thing. So it can be used like that. Now, it works good on guitar. It's also good for taming a distortion. If your distortion's a bit rattly, put one of them before the guitar, which I will do a demo with the guitar, and it'll can give you smoother sounds, or even a sort of a half open wah sound if that's what you're looking for. So back up. Now I'll put the clipping part in. Now I'll turn it off. It's just the natural sound of the instrument. Now if I turn it on, it won't sound a lot different. Not even clipping. A guitar, you might hear some clipping there. So I'll just start winding the frequency down. Yeah, a little bit there, a little bit of clipping. But it's starting to compress the high frequencies, as you can hear. So it can be used as a sort of a soft clip. Going down again. You're starting to hear it's starting to hear a little bit compressed and hairy. Another one. So you're definitely hearing some compressed distortion there. But it's very transparent. It's very honest. Go to the lower setting, which is the maximum. So it really does sound like the back end of an amp, compressing a bit. So I'll just take that back up one. Okay. Back. The normal sound. So it doesn't really boost like a grunt pedal, doesn't work that way. This is more of a set and forget pedal, or for experimenters and home studios and stuff like that. But it has some versatility up its sleeve. This is the very first one I made years ago, and again, now that we've got this lull in the world at the moment, I will be making some more and just seeing how that works. But if you actually hold your horses, I might demonstrate this one on an 8-string bass as well, because you can hear how that high frequency drive works well. So just hold it there and back again. Again, demonstrating the proof of concept of the Tailor pedal. Tailor meaning tone tailor, because it tailors your tone. Again, this is for bass and guitar. I'll do some guitar demos later. But I'm going to demonstrate it on the 8-string instrument, and that will show, particularly if you tend to use a lot of treble in your sound, how it can tailor the sound, I suppose. Again, using a 25-watt Fender amp, passive instrument here. This pedal at the moment, I've got to develop it for active. Okay, so let's just find what off is. Okay, off. The natural sound of the instrument. As you can tell, this instrument, none more mids. Okay, pedal on. This is with the. How are we going? Okay, this is the resonant peak part of the pedal. So a slight loss in the top and a boost in the high mids, which this thing certainly doesn't need. Very honky mids. Now we'll get the mids happening a bit lower. It's almost polite sounding there. It's almost getting to jazz guitar territory. Polite and unobtrusive. It's quite smooth actually. And disappear in the mix setting. Right, but where this one gets interesting with this instrument is when you start using the clipping part of it. So put the frequency back up. The diodes as they are in. No clipping there. A little bit perhaps. Yeah, that's starting to limit there. Starting to get some aggression in the sound. Now, as you can hear that distortion's only on the high end. The low end, this is important on a bass, the low end's coming through unaltered, so it's not fuzzing up all of the sound, just the high end part of it. Now we'll lower that shift a bit. Now it's starting to distort further. Yeah, down a bit more. That's becoming a pretty reasonable bass overdrive there just by itself. Now, again, I'll go back to the clean sound. This doesn't boost. As a matter of fact, it squashes. But it doesn't sit too badly with the natural sound. So, lower setting. This is the maximum, the most amount of fuzz. But again, still, as far as distortions go, bass distortions, this is the most transparent you'll ever hear. You can still, the note definition is remarkable. Turn it off again. So that is the Tailor pedal, demonstrated on a multi-string bass. This pedal, the idea is I will be making some of these, and we'll just see, run the flag up and see if anyone waves. Bye for now.